Introducing Stencil Art Ditsy Flowers Wallpaper. This is a gorgeous 7-piece layering stencil set that creates a panel that will go front and center on your card, journals, scrapbook pages. On the inside of the layering guide, you're going to see all the inks used to create that image shown right there. You're also going to see all of those inks as you work your way through the stencils in the stencil openings where they go, if you would like to create the same image shown. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're using Mountain Mist on all the big flower clusters. The smaller flower cluster, we will use a different color. And I've gone ahead and I've taped my panel into place with some satin masking tape. We'll use Warm Sunshine on that small cluster I mentioned earlier. We'll peel back our satin masking tape and move on to stencil number 2. I'm using satin masking tape on my sticky mat because my cardstock is actually bigger than my stencil. So if you have a piece of cardstock that is equal to or bigger than your stencil, you'll want to use some masking tape to hold it in place. As you'll notice, and when I'm placing my masking tape, I'm trying to be strategic in places that would be close to where my card is so that I can blend and not worry about going over. On the yellow flowers, we'll do caramel toffee. And on the mountain mist flowers, we're going to do volcano lake for those 3 sections. Now we're going to peel up our satin masking tape once again, and we're going to move on to stencil number 3. Getting again the satin masking tape into strategic places so I don't go over onto my cardstock. We're going to begin with Warm Sunshine on the flowers, the smaller flowers. Then we're going to come in with Strawberry for the large flowers kind of in the center. We will peel that up and we'll move on to stencil number 4. We'll get that aligned into place. And there are etchings on the stencil to assist you with finding the right placement. We'll use Baby Pink on the pink flowers. We'll use again Caramel Toffee on the yellow flowers. And we'll use Lagoon on the teal flowers that we have done. Again, we'll remove that stencil. This is a repetitive process. You just keep moving your way through the stencils. It's very easy to line them up and just add your masking tape where you feel it's most effective for your blending. You can also use smaller brushes if you would like to and you feel you have more control over that. Please feel free to use smaller brushes. We are now on stencil number 5. And I'm using a micro number 10 to add emerald to those teal flowers. Then I'm going over the whole panel with Mossy Meadow ink. All of the remainder openings are going to be that beautiful green color. Apologies, a cat entered the video there. So we'll get that all blended on. And this is where you really can start seeing this stencil come to life by adding in this green with the florals. And it is stunning. Once I get all of my satin masking tape removed off here, I'm so excited to show you this panel where we are right now. And just peel the masking tape back on itself to make sure you don't tear it. So now we're going to move on to stencil number 6. On stencil number 6, we are going to be adding a few flower centers, so we want to make sure to pay attention to those. So I'm getting my satin masking tape in line first, making sure to cover all the areas. And there are some small areas close, so I did use a lot. So this is emerald that I'm using for the teal flower centers, just with a 7 micro blending brush. Once we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and use magenta for the pink flower centers and melted butterscotch for the yellow-orange flower centers. Then we're going to come in with green opal. Now you'll notice I'm still using my micro blending brushes. These brushes are fantastic. They give you lots of control, and especially on a stencil like this, allow you to blend without having to mask the actual stencil. So we've just masked the outside to make sure we can blend and not go onto our panel. But these brushes are super critical and super effective in doing these small areas. You can do them with the minis, absolutely. You'll just have to use satin masking tape to block off some sections on your panel so that you don't go over with colors. I love these stencils because as you add each step, it becomes more realistic and absolutely stunning, as you'll see right there. Now we're moving on to stencil number 7. This is the final stencil in this set. So I'm going to get this into place and we will get our masking tape put into place as well. I'm using the etchings on the stencil right now, as you can see, just to make sure everything is aligned how I want it. So those etchings are very helpful in aligning your stencils as you work your way through. And then we'll go ahead and place our satin masking tape. I'm being very careful to not put it over the leaves that are closer to the edge because I don't want to accidentally create lines in the openings. We're going to be using mountain pine, and again, I'm using a micro blending brush. They have flat bristles. The detail brushes would work great as well on this project. And as you can see, I didn't use as much satin masking tape this time. I'm just putting it strategically in areas that I'm worried I could go over. So use your best judgment with how you craft when you're placing your tape. And that, my friends, is the end of our layering. Let's reveal this and look at our beautiful work. Such a gorgeous panel. Coming up, we have some amazing inspiration from our genius designers with all of their gorgeous projects and lots of different ways to use this beautiful set. To find out more about Stencil Art, Ditsy Flowers Wallpaper, and other available products, please visit us at altenew.com.
Hello there. Did that video just spark your creativity? And do you want more project ideas and inspiration videos too? Well, if you do, please make sure that you subscribe to the Altenew YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you do click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.